everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Heaven's Vault. Last episode, we found out exactly what happened to Renba. His ship exploded. So unfortunately, nothing is left there. We will have to report into Mayari, but first, I want to take this crown to Ayari's friend, Arroy, who might be able to help us figure out something about it, because it looks like there's a mechanism in it. We'll investigate it soon. She's a beautiful ship. I'm lucky I found her. The Nightingale. There does appear to be, like, something up above over there, I think. Let's take a look, before we move on to exploring. You did not think to give your ship to the curators on Iox? She is an archaeological find, after all. Do you think I should give the ship to Iox? It would seem to me to be your job, but I am new to this, of course. Iox doesn't like people to have ships. They would have burned her. Your ship is no secret, mistress. Professor Mayari knows you sail, of course. Mayari lets me do what I like. I don't really know why. Anything interesting up here? What exactly is a cat kiss, mistress? It's the name of the inner citadel, but I'm not sure what it means. Well, there is a small house up here. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe there's nothing here. Oh, wait! Oh, there's something under here. Something here. A shattered anklet made of crystal, dating from the early Empire? No inscription around the surface. Still, I don't think we've seen anything quite like this shattered anklet before. Which means I think this comes from somewhere I never knew existed. Interesting. Okay, I guess it was worth it to come up here. No inscriptions, unfortunately, but now we know of something else. No idea where, though. This must have all been very fine once, but it seems to be decaying. Don't you think that's a bit dramatic? I do not know, mistress. All I know is what I see. Good faith to you? Yes. How are the crops? The goddess keeps them strong, thank you. Be well. Alright, let's head back. Well, not back to the ship, but I believe we have two routes we can take. The door there, or we can walk through those giant stone feet. Let's try walking through them. Who is Arroy, mistress? An old friend. The harvest, such as it is. Dried grass, waiting to be taken inside. What is it for? I assume people do not eat it. Animals do, but not people. No. Well, that's a cat cascade, but we'll investigate that later. I like exploring elsewhere first whenever I can. Stone feet. The slums below are named after these feet. They're the oldest things here. The original statue must have been huge. Bigger than the statue on Mayersi? 4 or 5 times bigger, mistress. But it must be of a similar age, however. But you know, the statue on Mayersi didn't have feet. I never thought that might be unusual before. Were the statue on Maersi and the one here made in the same place? Based on their mineral compositions, it is quite possible, mistress. I will consider the matter. Can't see why anyone would waste a statue on Elboreth. Perhaps to remind the citizens of higher powers, mistress. One can only speculate, I think. Follow me, Six.
The smell of the slums made me feel like a child again. It hadn't been a happy time. A simple one, at least.
Do not touch anything, mistress. These structures might topple at the slightest knock. It's all more solid than it looks. God's feet has been standing for some time.
The heart of the God's Feet slum was Timor's bar.
Why now? Aliya
Timor had never once set foot inside the upper citadel, or so he liked to claim.
By the turning of the waters, you're back! You seem surprised. Oh, I'm always surprised to see you come back to Elboreth, but happy.
He was the king of the dung heap.
And are you well? Well enough. Now then, the rules are the rules. Your friend there stays outside. I will wait as instructed, mistress. Huh. It didn't argue that time. It usually argues. It's not the same robot as last time. You lost another one. Oh, they must adore you on Iox to keep giving you those things. Or they don't like the robots. Could be, could be. You look tired. Are you sleeping at night? Of course. The tax collectors from Iox can't pick my pocket if I don't sleep. Always a joke. Always a joke. You're very good health. On the house? This time.
They say rocker is made from river water, that it burns your throat with the cold of space. But it isn't true. Timor knocks it up out back in an old metal bin.
How about some good news, then? I have something for you. A book. It looks like something from the Holy Empire. A spine has been inscribed. This one has several words. Well, we made a guess with lives. Don't really have much else. I think lives must be right. Okay. Or lives. Let's see. This Emperor, whatever. Freedom House Think book? Well, this is a book, so maybe. Book of Great Forever Water. I want to say ancient. Book of Ancient Lives? That would make sense. Does Book of Ancient Lives make sense? If only we could read the whole volume. This comes from the same place as a piece of paper. The one I found on the Hermitage moon. We've got a lot of leads on the moon depicted in the Hermitage wall mural now. This should make its location easier to find. Where did you get the book? Ah, from one of my customers. You're not the only one who sails to strange shores, you know.
He liked me. I had my first taste of rocker when I was 8. I didn't pay for it that time either.
You want another rocker? No, please. Another time. I saw something terrible today. The burned out wreck of a ship. Out in cyclones. It belonged to someone at the university. He died out there. And it could have been you? Easily. Still might. I take some real risks out there, alone. And sometimes you wonder why you do it. We all take risks, Aliya. Life is a risk. I know. You think I should settle down. On Elboreth. Open a shop. There's nothing wrong with a shop, Aliya. But you could do more. Even Elboreth has leaders, you know. You'll also never believe where I've been, Timor. Into the cyclones. And why would you do such a thing like that? If you have a death wish, come here and drink yourself into your grave like a true friend. I was looking for someone. I didn't find them. Well, what did you find out there? Did you meet the gods? Did they tell you what they're playing at? I found a moon. Someone had hidden there. Maybe one of the last emperors. You're visiting the Catkiss today. What does that word mean, Catkiss? I'm not sure exactly. It's very old. Kiss is usually a word for a king or a leader. The laborers call the people who hire them Micus. Do you know where I can find a Roy? Up in the Catkiss. She's moved up in the world. Oh, she must be doing well for herself. Both of you are. It's a miracle to behold. Do you ever see her? She never comes down here anymore. You two were inseparable once. I caught you stealing my rocket cast when you were too small to carry it, let alone drink any. Roy opened the lock with a hairpin. The things that girl could do if she put her mind to it. Your friend by the door there should be afraid of her. I also heard something out there about a darkness. Something that would fall across the whole nebula. Oh, yes? Did you hear that in the war rooms of Iox? I heard it from a robot on a ruined moon. Your life is so romantic, Aliya. Honestly, I would believe you more if you said you'd seen it written in the waters. So is the cleaning job keeping you busy? I've told you before, I'm not a cleaner. But of course you are. Picking through dead people's jewelry. You need to get someone to clean up this place. You're a cleaner, aren't you? No? Alright, I guess I'll leave. I don't think we have anything more. Be seeing you, Timor. Don't be a stranger. Oh, Aliya. I was joking just now. I was... Come on, 6. We have a few new artifacts to consider. Should we leave now, mistress? No, I want to pay a visit to Roy. Very well, mistress. Why do people live like this, on top of each other? I think I'll respond once we actually can stop and make a response. Why do you think they're squashed in? To get as much juice out of them as possible. Well, let's go investigate the Cat-Kiss Gate here. The Cat-Kiss Gate. That's the way up to the inner citadel. This way. Mistress, there is only solid rock behind this door. Ah, I comprehend. It is a hopper. It's one of the oldest things on Elboreth. It still works, amazingly. I cannot see the eye, mistress. Without a line of sight to the eye, I cannot take us inside. What is a hopper eye? The eye is a focus, mistress. Nothing more. It receives and reparticulates the hopper signal. Think of it as a funnel into which the sands of your being are poured. I must assume this gate contains the hopper source. There must be a comparable gate above fitted with an eye. And you've got a hopper with you? I carry a source, mistress. I assume you have used the gate before? Hundreds of times. Though as children we sometimes climb down the outside of the walls. You just say the word. What is the word, mistress? I'm not going to just say it. The gate is listening. Ah, a fair point, mistress. You sound like you don't trust me. A hopper takes one's corporeal form to pieces, mistress. Trust is critical. You can stay here, if you like. Just stand back when I ask it to let me through. The idea is appalling, but not to my ethical core, mistress. I will stay with you. Alright, say the word for gate. Set boyauki rithar. The gate is asking you where you want to go. You can understand it. No, mistress, I was asking you a question. Set boyauki rithar. The gate word is the name of the upper city. But I think the upper city is named after the word. Cat-Kiss. Rimenya mienya hua. Nothing's happening. Most impressive, mistress. Set boyauki rithar. I said Cat-Kiss. You stupid contraption. Rimenya mi'ehanui rua. It isn't working. I don't understand it. Did I say the gate word wrong? I do not think so, mistress. The gate has simply rejected you. Perhaps you are too Ioxian now. Why? What did I do? I have no idea, mistress. Maybe the gate didn't like something I've got with me. I've got this dagger. Maybe the gate doesn't like weapons. Offer the dagger to the gate? Do you want this? N. The dagger's gone! Is that good? Do you think I'm going to get it back? Well, so much for that. Didn't see that coming. There's an inscription. There are ancient symbols here. I used to trace them out when I was a girl. There's a few words in this one. Let's see. Us, you, goddess? Something's gone wrong. I must have used the wrong words. That's the handy thing. When you put words in, you can put as many as you want, and if you fit every word that you can in there, it crosses out a word that it isn't. Goddess something you. I'm certain my translation for you is correct now. Guards, watches, welcomes, or blesses. Well, you know it's not blesses. Welcomes? That would make some sense. Goddess welcomes you? Was Elboreth a place for pilgrims? I didn't know that. I wonder if I could convince the gate I'm a pilgrim, said Boyalki Rifar. Kibenya? Inehua sal cataliti. The goddess's name worked. The gate thought I was a pilgrim. That's interesting. This is the main courtyard. There are alleys leading off in all directions. It's easy to get lost up here. Well, we can look around. Have you lost robots up here before, mistress? What makes you ask that? I will take that as a yes. This gate's been locked as long as I can remember. I think the key must have been lost somewhere. Roy and I used to climb over it. Oh, at least there's apples and fruit and stuff like that. Roy's yard is that way. Well, we'll explore elsewhere first. Nothing back here. Where are we going, mistress? Be quiet and keep up, Six. Tappy's shop. Sure, let's take a look at this other path.
To strangers, the cat kiss is like a maze. But I'd spent 10 years tearing through these alleyways. I could have found my way to Tappy's in the dark.
Tappy's place. Tappy's place isn't big. But inside it's a treasure trove. Hold it! Oh! But it's you! Welcome back to Elboreth, Moonflower. Tappy. Now, before you judge me too harshly, I confess I only really saw the robot. But friends, as you know, are friends, so have your no doubt precious brooch back. Mistress, do not trust this man. It's a bit late for a warning, Six. 12 years too late. I already don't trust him. You adore me instead. I prefer it that way. Now come on in out of the cold. It seems as though I will wait here.
Tappy's place was a little museum to junk. Pots and boxes, spoons and hooks and pocket knives.
It's so good to see you back on Elboreth, Aliya. The rivers above grow dull when you're not with us.
And at the centre of it all was Tappy, grinning away like a skull in a bodysuit.
And are you well? I am never dull. So, Tappy, have you heard any rumours of signs? I could use a find. I did hear something. Something out in the fields. Here, on Elboreth. Yeah, that was what I heard. After all, isn't this where you found your pretty boat? Anyway, they say something sent one of the field workers flying through the air. This is what they say. What exactly do they say? That he hit something underground that he shouldn't have, with a scythe. Something buried? Not too far down either. Was the man hurt? Oh, I should think so. He was taken straight to the market, though. Didn't earn another scrap. Some jobs you can do with a broken arm, but you're no good for plowing. One of the laborers from the market. Yeah, that's right. Whatever's out there, I take a look myself, but I tend to attract attention when I go for walks outside the walls. But no one's gonna trouble you. You're from Ajax. I'm from Elboreth. People from Elboreth don't have robot servants, my sweet. Be careful you don't get zapped yourself, of course. I tend not to attack my finds with scythes. No doubt, no doubt. Who buys all this stuff of yours? Respectable people. And a few Elboreth rats, too. You don't know any respectable people. No, maybe not, but they know me. By the way, Tappy, how is business? It never booms. Somehow we all get by. Well, I can show him an artifact. I found a few items you might be interested in. Oh, yes? The book made on the site from the mural. This is an Ioxian Empire period hardbound book, empty but for some algebraic computations. Your standards are not so high anymore. And no matter, I may be able to do something with that. I have something of a similar period, I think. Yes, this is it. A page from a book. Some written characters in ancient script along the margin. Ah. This one is a phrase run together. Well, we can put some of it together. Got holds, book. I'm sure my translation for book is right now. This gates wise here. This makes sense. This book holds... Okay, if that is live, and this is almost exactly the same, I'm going to say life. This book holds life. That will do for now. I think this comes from the same place as the book I found here earlier. This will make the moon depicted in the Hermitage wall mural easier to locate. So, you've inspected the goods. The page for your hardbound book? Oh, you have a deal. I think this looks rather good here. Well, we can show him another one. I've picked up a few more items you might be interested in. Hold on to it. I'm all out. Clean. I'll have more for you soon enough. Well, we can show him the crown, I guess. What do you make of this? By the stars and all the fishes. Aliya, I did not know you cared. Would you like to move in? You can have my room, I'll sleep down here. I'd sleep down here anyway. Look at this beauty. I'm not giving it to you. Yes you are. You just don't know it yet. I've simply not told you the price to which you can't say no. But I will. So it really is valuable. You hold on to it. Safely. I'll make you an offer, you'll see. I'm a very trustworthy curator, you understand. You should see some of the wonderful things I look after. Like this one. Here we are. Just look at this glorious thing. It's enormous. I don't even know what it is. And I found it just sitting in the grass by the Catkiss gate like a fat lost cat. Here. I thought maybe it was a child's toy, but who would make something so beautiful for a child? I don't see any inscriptions. Yeah, I've been over it with my glass. I couldn't find any either. I was hoping you might twist here, and squeeze there, and pop. No? Well, no matter. I'd rather you didn't break it. It moves. Yeah, the circles rotate. They all rotate. You push one and everything rotates. Why would you want that? I don't know. You want me to find out where it came from? Yeah, what a good idea! Yeah, it's so unusual, I don't know who I'd find to trade it with anyway. But maybe if you find where it came from, you could let me know. Left enough evidence to infer a lost site exists. Yeah, we still don't have it. Oh, wait! Oh, there's another site there. Still, we don't have enough. You know, looking at this, we do have a couple ages here. We've got the Ancient Time, the Ancient Empire, the Holy Empire, then the Dark Age and the Modern Age. Should probably look into this at some point. Are you happy with that robot of yours? I could probably adjust it a bit. You're not touching it. Yeah, anyway, bear it in mind, Aliya. See you later, Toppy. Don't be a stranger to us now. You are in one piece. You still have all your teeth? We have a few new artifacts to trace. Also, we have learned of one new location of note, a pre-Empire site. Shall we leave now, mistress? I want to see Roy before we go. As you wish, mistress. And we'll do that in the next episode, because this one's gone on long enough. That was interesting. Got a strange artifact. Managed to speak with someone who we can go to in the future in order to exchange artifacts. Which is important, because A, new artifacts can give us more inscriptions, which will expand our knowledge of the ancient script, and B, new artifacts will help us narrow down the location of other sites. So, we can exchange one artifact for another. It could be interesting. It could lead to interesting stuff. Anyway, next episode we'll make our way to Arroy. Till then, I am Chester44, that is Aliya and 6. This has been a Let's Play of Heaven's Vault, and I shall see you all next time.